So for today's Moneymaker, we will be mining basalt. Now, as for the requirements, you will need 72 mining, and of course the completion of the quest Making Friends with My Arm. As for the items that you'll need, of course a pickaxe, bring your best one. According to the wiki, the crystal pickaxe effect doesn't actually work here, and neither does the prospector's outfit or the celestial ring. I'm going to bring it anyways, just because this is the outfit that I always use when mining, but just keep that in mind. Now, as for getting there, there's a few ways you can do it. You can either use the icy basalt that you can buy directly from the GE. This will take you directly to the area that we need to go. Or, of course, you might already have it in your POH if you have a portal nexus. As you can see here in this menu, it's down here. It's called Weiss. I believe that was added later on. I don't think that teleport was there like the entire time. I believe they added it like a good bit after this place was already added. From here we can just take the shortcut through the little boulder and then squeeze through the broken fence and then go down into the mine to mine the basalt. Also, this NPC right here is called Snowflake. They will note your basalt for you, so whenever you have a full inventory, you don't have to teleport to a bank. There's no bank deposit boxes down there either, but this person will note it for you, so that's good. And here is the mine. The ones that we will be mining are the ones that are black. I think the red and green and all that stuff is for it's for the salts that you use to unlock the teleport. I think we actually use that to make the teleport in our house, and you can also use it on the basalt to turn it into the icy basalt, and then the other green one, which I forget what it's called. But yeah, that's pretty much it. We'll just be mining here for 1 hour and see how much money we can make. Now, as I said earlier, the wiki did state that the crystal pickaxe does not work here, but since I don't have a dragon pickaxe, I just brought the best one that I had. You also don't have to worry about wasting charges, which is good. It saves you from having to buy a dragon pickaxe if all you have is a crystal one, just like me. If I remember correctly, I think when it first came out, this place did use your charges, but that was like many years ago, and they quickly changed it. This isn't the only case when that's happened. I think it's happened with other content that requires mining. Sometimes they'll release a new piece of content that will use up your crystal charges, even if you're not getting the benefit from it, but most of the time they fix it pretty quickly. You actually mine a full inventory of basalt fairly quickly, so it's not that AFK, but at the same time it's not super click intensive. You can do what I did and choose to mine one of the black rocks, and then whenever it depletes, move on to the nearest one. But you don't really need to do that if you don't want to pay too much attention, just because the respawn timer on the rock is very fast. By the time you make it to the other rock, the rock you were previously mining has already replenished. So yeah, by doing what I was doing, you'll probably get a few extra basalt every hour, but it's not necessary. And as I said earlier, there is no bank down here, but the good thing is you don't actually have to teleport back to your bank to deposit your stuff. You can just note your basalt with Snowflake at the above ground level. I was curious to try out this Moneymaker once again because I know I did it when it first came out like over 3 years ago, and when I saw part of that video, I noticed that this place used to be a lot more dark. If you go back and watch it, you'll notice that the ground in this area is very different from what it looks like now. Now it's a lot more bright, and I think it looks cooler. And of course now you have the luxury of seeing multiple people run through this cave whenever you're mining down here. It's not just a place for mining now. Now you have the Phantom Muspa boss down there, as well as the Duke. And as for competition down here, I just stayed on my homeworld. Whenever I came down here, no one was here mining, so I don't know if it's still a popular money-making method, but there's still money to be made down here. I think back when I first tried out this Moneymaker, like when it first came out, I was making about $1 mil an hour. I don't think we're gonna get quite as much as that. The wiki estimated like 600 to 700k instead, which is still fairly decent. And I think there was a time, I think it was when the Phantom Muspa boss first came out, that basalt prices kind of skyrocketed and you could make a lot more money down here for, that short period of time where they were selling for a lot more. I think, if I remember correctly, there was even one point when basalt was selling on like GE for like 10,000 each. I don't think that lasted very long. I think only a few of those offers got through, but if you were mining during that time, you probably made some pretty good money down here. Whenever I go back and check the history on GE Tracker, it shows that the peak for the basalt was about 2000 GP, which is a good chunk more than what it is right now. But like I said, I feel like I did see some offers like on the day of that happening. that said like 10,000 GP per basalt, which is just insane. And then of course there was a price increase before that as well. It wasn't just the Phantom Muspa boss that got the prices a little bit high. When it was finally added to the Portal Nexus, there was also a rise in price during that time. Which, if I remember correctly, I didn't actually put the teleport in my Portal Nexus just because I wasn't even using it. I used it before I got 99 farming, back when I was just, doing herb runs and stuff, but once I hit that, I kind of stopped doing that, so I had no use for that teleport. It wasn't until the Duke boss that was released this year where I finally decided to make the teleport, since you do need it for the beginning, at least before you get the scroll for the ring, or the tablet for the ring. But yeah, that is pretty much it for this Moneymaker. Let's go ahead and take a look at how much basalt we were able to get from this 1 hour. Let's go ahead and note this last stack. And as you can see, after 1 hour, we managed to mine 890 basalt. Let's go ahead and head over to the GE and sell it off. So unfortunately, I looked up the price on GE Tracker and it doesn't look like it's selling for this price. Actively traded price shows 822, but GE Tracker showed 837, so I'll go ahead and put it in there for that amount. Thankfully, the price doesn't change too much, but yeah, I guess we'll leave it in there. Might even drop it one. And now we just let it sit. As I say with all my moneymakers, if you want to make a little bit more money, especially if you've been here for more than 1 hour, right? Let's say you've been stacking this up for like 10 hours straight, definitely let it sit in there for a higher price. That way you can maximize your total profit. Unless of course you need the money like right away, but if you don't, then yeah, definitely put it in there for a higher price. And after not too long, the basalt has finished selling for a total of 736,920 GP. So not nearly as good as it used to be. Like I said, when it first came out, I was getting about 1 mil an hour, but this is still pretty decent for how long it's been out. For the amount of effort required, I'd say this is not bad. And besides making a fat stack of money, you're also getting some fat XP gains. 4,539 mining XP was obtained here. So yeah, not the best mining XP, but it's decent money for what it is. I just want to say thanks for checking out the video, and thank you to all of my channel members. Once again, thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed, and as always, I'll catch you guys in the next episode.